Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock, and we are on the free-to-play account. So really not that much to talk about, but there is some stuff that I want to talk about. This is more about me and kind of what's going on with me. So today was actually my last day of work, and I'm just, kind of filling you guys in on that. If you haven't been keeping up or heard some of my other videos talking about it, um, long story short, I'm gonna be taking the summer off of work. Not to stream, but I'm going to take advantage of that opportunity that I'm presented with and stream and kind of try to build the YouTube channel over this summer. I could use your help. The absolute best way to support my channel would be to subscribe to the channel. That's just going to help build its popularity, build its notoriety, so that I could potentially do some other collaborations with other content creators and get recognized and maybe, get up there doing events with Plarium and things like that. But the other way, if you wanted to support me directly financially, the other way would be becoming a member. Now, there are other potential avenues I'm willing to explore. I haven't done much in this. We unlocked membership levels at like 500 subscribers, and I never really talked about it, never really pushed for it. But it is something that is available to me. But things like Patreon and other areas, I may explore those areas. But for right now, memberships is the only way that I'm doing that. So if you want to support me directly financially, the best way would be to become a member. All you have to do is click the join button on the channel. There's a few different tiers and options, and I'm working on, as I start streaming, and I'll be working on those tiers, trying to get more stuff, more exclusive content for members and things like that. So more to come, but no obligation or anything. I just wanted to mention it to you guys just because, I'm not going to be working for the summer at least. Uh, and the more contribution that I get to things like memberships and subscriptions and people watching ads and all that stuff, the more that I can analyze it if there's a real kind of future in this for me or not, right? So I feel like I'm at a bit of a crossroads, and I just wanted to communicate with you guys, my community, and share that experience with you. So, all right, let's go ahead and talk about Raid now. Get the boring stuff out of the way. We did succeed. I won't be able to show you because the event is gone, but I can show you via the books that I did acquire that legendary book. I believe we must have acquired another one via Clan Boss as well. So things are going pretty good. We got another Sacred Shard. This was the daily login reward for day 268. We almost have Vizix, by the way, which is kind of interesting. Now, I've never... I'm a little low on Vizix on my main account. However, she really might be good for me in a few different areas of the game. I do like her multi-hit A1 that can reduce turn meter regardless of a critical hit. And void affinity, so you don't have to worry about weak hits. So I do like that. She also comes with a provoke on a 3-turn cooldown. Not really the best provoke for Hydra, but it is a provoke for Hydra on a void champion, but it's places anyways, I think. Was that places? Sorry. I wasn't paying close enough attention. No, it's an attack, so she doesn't go through the poison cloud, but still a decent champion. And when I say that I'm low on her, it doesn't mean that she's not good. It's just that on my main account, by the time I got Vizix, I had a lot of champions, and Vizix didn't really make the cut. I had my unkillable team was formed. I didn't need ally protection really anywhere. But she is an interesting champion, and we are coming up on her. So I suspect she'll get built for Faction Wars, certainly. I just don't know how soon we'll be able to do that. And unfortunately, if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, I don't know if I can wait to pull her. I think that that once I open this tab that she gets pulled right away, but I could be wrong about that. So we will find out. And I know you guys will tell me in the comments, of course. So, loving the comments, by the way. You guys have been very active in the comments section the last couple of days, and that is so good for me. That helps algorithmically. I'm going to assume that's right. And it's going to help the channel. So, thank you guys for commenting. I try to respond to all the positive comments that I can, and I feel like I've done a pretty decent job of that. So, let's now talk about the account. So like I said, we did complete that event, right? I pulled this yesterday. You guys saw I got a duplicate Geomancer. So now we have I'm not going for the summon rush, right? But now we have dungeon divers. And that's a little interesting. So I'm not going to say this is a high amount, but I have a lot of energy and I have a lot of gems right now. So while I should be using that energy to get Minotaur done, I'm probably just gonna use my energy. You'll see I took a big chunk of it down. This was not all spent to complete the champion training. I had like 13. Oh wow, look at that, just happened live. I ran out of XP boost. But I took about 1,300 down to 400 or so. Maybe no, it was more than that. Maybe it was about 1,600. Either way, I had over 1,000 energy in some capacity, and I spent it all doing some dungeons. I just did Spider, good source of silver, but also accessories are always important, and I am a little low on like the 6-star accessories, but there wasn't really any reason to do any other. There wasn't a special event or anything other than the Provoke set, I think it was. Yeah, I think that's the Provoke set, right? Yeah. I'm not all that interested in that set, so I didn't worry about that one. Important to note, though, that, yeah, my XP boost did run out, which is expected on the free-to-play. You don't get as many of them. I'm not going to pop this because I don't plan on leveling any champions today. I will probably wait until I go to level some champions up. I haven't done anything with Wixwell. I haven't geared him. I haven't tested him. I haven't done anything. We kind of talked about that. I don't really have time still. Tomorrow I'll be recording several videos and then pre-planning the release windows to occur over the next 3 days. I'm home tomorrow and then I'm gone Friday and Saturday flying. So we're traveling. So it's going to be a little bit before I can really get to work on Wixwell or other things. But I will be back right before what I think will be a Clan v Clan. And it should be, right? We didn't have one this week. So yeah. So I will be able to full participate in that. And I will be starting streaming. And we're going to go over a bunch of stuff and hopefully get some champions built, not only on this account, but also on my main account. It'll vary what account I'm working on day by day. I'll probably work on the main account for a day, maybe on the free-to-play for a day. It's really whatever the priority is and where the resources are to be used, right? Like right now, there's really nobody to work on. There's nobody to build because Wixwell isn't booked. And I suppose Anchorite is going to be my next. So I could potentially, start booking and leveling him, right? But there's not a real rush. And when's that? Did the champion training tournament already start? No, it starts tomorrow. So I really want to spend I don't know what the rewards are for this. Somebody in my clan, I think, asked me if I thought there would be these prism crystals in it? I do not believe so. The event ends in 2 days and 6 hours. Usually the the tournaments, if they're going to end after the summon event, then they're not going to include the resources because they don't want you to get the resources outside of the event window, because then you could save them for the next one, and they don't want you to do that because you're not allowed to, right? They'll just spend them right away. So if the event ends and then you require the crystals, it doesn't really work out. So I don't think that's going to have that. However, there's likely going to be some legendary books in here, possibly. So I would be willing to level up during that and even spend a few gems, provided I don't go down below 2,000, which is kind of my minimum for going into a fusion. But I will say that lately, I haven't needed to dig that much into my gem count for fusions. I really haven't. It's been pretty easy going as far as energy is concerned. It's been more of a time constraint, which is about to be a non-issue for me, right? So, let's see. Oh, wow. Wow. Look at this, guys. I was just randomly looking and saw this. Maybe I'm eating my own words. They're going to have prism crystals in this artifact enhancement event. I will probably do this. I have a big chunk of silver and I have a good stockpile as well. I also have champions that want to be rebuilt, and we're in the middle of a gear removal cost. This is a really good time to do artifact enhancing. And I would assume they're probably not going to put these at too high of a cost. I mean, if you look here, like only, this is only 4 sacreds worth. Well, what, 5? Sorry, 5 sacreds, but I mean, you could make up that 550 elsewhere, but still, that's, if they're only asking for 5 sacreds here, and even the champion training event, which I can't show you anymore, but that was kind of easy. And even the dungeon divers, like, well, no, dungeon divers is pretty hard. It's a little deceptive being up here, but I would say it's going to cost around 3,000 energy for these prism crystals, but I'm okay spending that because I'm double dipping at the same time. Like, it's not as bad as some other times, right? Like, I'm able to double dip. I'll get an ancient shard along the way. I'll get a bunch of brews, a mortal soul stone. So I'm okay kind of spending that energy to get that. And then we're also going to gain a lot of silver from it. And then we could go ahead and level up some gear and get some champions geared up as well. Probably going to rebuild Lady Annabelle during this because we'll have the opportunity to build up and level that gear. So I'm probably going to run... Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to run Fire Knight now instead of Spider to try and get more regen gear that I could potentially build on Lady Annabelle to get the speeds and the HP that's required. She does need incredibly high amounts of HP in order for that solo build to work, and realistically, she needs to have War Master or it's going to take way too long. So I need to get her built. I need to get her leveled in order to get proper use out of her. I don't know if she's more important than Anchorite right now. Let's think about this. You're gonna hear my thinking process here. So let's weigh the options. Our options are Lady Annabelle or Anchorite. So Anchorite will give me a unkillable team for Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. Combine him with Wixwell and Godseeker, and I'll be able to have an unkillable team. So that's it. Very, very intriguing. Very intriguing. Lady Annabelle will get me past Bommel in Doom Tower hard, where I will be forced to go to in 3 days. Because I'm running out of room in normal. I think. And I can unlock. Because I think I can beat Dark Fae with my team. So it might make sense to level up Lady Annabelle, get her nice and strong with a big chunk of HP, and get through some of the bomb runs. Yeah, I think that's got to be the choice. She also needs masteries to get way more HP and everything. So we've got a little bit of work, but I think Lady Annabelle is the better option right here. Just because of the time, because I'm further away from completing the Wixwell team than I am Lady Anna than I am needing to do Bommel. Now, keep in mind, we are going to be losing a lot of efficiency over the... Well, no, I'll have my phone. So I should still be able to keep up with the free-to-play. My main account is going to fall off. But the free-to-play, I'll be able to play on my phone while I'm away or even traveling on the plane. So we'll be able to keep up our scores that way. So, okay. I think Lady Annabelle is the choice because we're too far away from Wixwell. Like, we won't even be able to book Wixwell until Tuesday, and we're likely not going to book him to what we need. You know, we need to get this. We need 5 books into this single ability right here to get this down to a 3-turn cooldown, and I only have 5 books. So if any of the books go anywhere else, then we still won't have the team. So there's no rush for me to get that done. Okay. So yeah, Lady Annabelle will get leveled next. We'll go beat Bommel and move on. So tomorrow I'll record a new free-to-play video. The 2 videos on Friday and Saturday won't really be free-to-play per se, but they're going to be about 2 different areas of the game. One of them is going to definitely be a look at Dark Fae and how Armanz really makes that kind of easy, in my opinion. And then you guys let me know. Do you want to see a Bommel video with Lady Annabelle? Do you want to see that works? Obviously, my free-to-play one isn't working right now. Would you want to see... I don't know. What do you guys want to see? Just be honest with me. Let me know. If you can put it in the comments on this video, I will consider it, because I need an idea for what, Saturday's video for me to record. I'm open to discuss anything, whether it's Hydra, whether it's not really Clan Boss, because I don't really have anything new to say there, but Arena, Tag Team Arena, Faction Wars, Cursed City. You know, I know you guys are always asking me to, you know, oh, hey, can you make a video about this thing? Feel free to let me know. Remind me. This is if you've commented before and said, hey, I want this video made, and I haven't made it, now is the time to comment, because I definitely need an idea for Saturday's video. Okay, guys? So let me know in the comments on this video so that I can record that tomorrow, and I'll have it ready to upload on Saturday. So that's about everything, guys. So we're going to have a little bit of a lull in content and activity from me, and then a big boost starting on the 2nd. So we are looking, or sorry, the 3rd. we're looking at June 3rd is when I'll do my first stream of me being full-time streamer. Definitely going to do Raid Shadow Legends every day, and then I'm toying with the idea of in the evenings playing a different game that isn't Raid Shadow Legends, but not always. Like probably mostly Raid, but maybe teasing in a couple of other themed days in there just to mix it up a little bit and kind of get some a different feel for stuff. So, all right, well, that I'm gonna call that a video because I don't really want to tie you guys up too much longer, and I have stuff I got to do and get ready for this trip of mine. So, thank you guys for watching. Like I said earlier, best way to support me is to subscribe. So if you haven't already, please consider doing so because it does really help me out. And other than that, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.